What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to be talking about HS Produkt, made in Croatia. And you're maybe wondering, what's HS Produkt? Well, HS Produkt is the firearm company or manufacturer that actually produces majority of Springfield Armory's firearms. Springfield Armory just throws their logo and their stamp on the firearm, imports it, and sells it. Sort of like Century Arms does with stuff like Canik and other firearms like Dracos and stuff like that. They're mostly importing these firearms and then selling them with their logo on that. But does that affect anything? People always say, oh, it's not even Springfield making them, it's HS Produkt. But does that affect anything? We're about to get into it. But before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on Springfield Armory. Let me know your thoughts on their firearms, because I absolutely love them. Now, I have more Springfield Armories than what's sitting right here. But these are some that are made by HS Produkt. Obviously, I have multiple Hellcats. I have 3 OG Hellcats. And what I've noticed is, whenever I post stuff like this, or stuff like the XD subcompact, all I hear is hate. One, they say it's made in Croatia. My argument against that is, guys, their firearms being made in Turkey, Italy, Israel, Germany, Austria. I mean, literally, we are buying, most of our firearms come from overseas, right? And so Croatia is no different. Yes, they're not known for their engineering or anything like that, but they make a heck of a firearm. They really freaking do. And especially with the Echelon coming out, I think people are really waking up to how great these Springfield products are. Now, one thing I want to address is the whole situation where, they were lobbying and going against, our Second Amendment rights. Guys, that was one rogue person working for Springfield Armory who had other intentions. And their intentions were money, side deals, and so on. And they quickly got rid of that person. Springfield Armory is not out getting government contracts like that. They're not getting military contracts. So the only people they make money off of, literally, are the United States of America. Because we have the best, or we have the most handguns out of any other country in the world. On top of that, we have the, actually have laws that allow us to express our Second Amendment rights and defend ourselves. So we are where they make money. Guys, if you run a business, does it make sense to get rid of the people you sell to, the customers, their ability to own what you are selling them? That makes zero sense. So I ignore it. I know a little in depth. I've talked to some Springfield Armory reps and stuff about what happened, and they are all for us owning firearms because we are what make them money, and at the end of the day, money is what makes the world go round. Therefore, it's what makes your company run. Let's just go over a couple firearms. The XD9 Subcompact. I've owned this for years and years. This was like my second or third handgun I ever bought. Recoil management is unbelievable. This is the firearm I shoot one-handed the best. This big, thick, heavy slide really helps with recoil. Now, it looks like an awkward firearm, sort of, but the ergonomics are actually on point. They have texturing where you need it on the front and back. And like I said, 13+1 in this tiny, tiny setup. A little smaller than the Glock 26 in length, but a little thicker. You can't beat it. And you can also throw the 16-round mag in there. Another thing is Springfield Armory / HS Produkt. They make the best magazines. All their magazines are stainless steel, reasonably priced, and really help with reliability. Here's my Hellcat in stainless steel. For one, this thing is absolutely beautiful. 2, the capacity you get. This is the smallest 9mm with the most capacity. This is 15 rounds in this setup right here, but with the 11-round flush mag, it makes it smaller with more capacity than even the P365. Has an awesome flat face trigger. Big enough trigger guard to get a gloved finger in there. Awesome texturing right out of the box. Great sights, ready to go right out of the box. Night sights using a U-notch, very easy to shoot. I threw a TLR7 sub on there because it does have a rail. This one's made specifically for the Hellcat, if you can see HCat right there. And just such a small, easy firearm to conceal. Now, it is a little snappier than other Micro 9s, but very easy to get used to. Just a great shooter. And I have 3 Hellcats. All of them combined have thousands of rounds to them. Over 10, 12,000 rounds between the 3 Hellcats I own. Not a single malfunction. Not even the slightest hiccup. And one of them has like 8,000 rounds. It's eaten every hollow point I've put through it. During the pandemic, I shot thousands of rounds of steel ammo through it. It just eats whatever. And part of that comes down to the internals. Let me drop the mag. Everything's always safety checked. There's a double feed ramp. You have your barrel feed ramp, and then you have a backup feed ramp for if that round decides to nosedive or based off hollow point shape, if it decides to take a different direction, that's going to scoop it up and lift it into your barrel. So that is huge when it comes to reliability. Shout out to M. Then the XDM. You can find the XDM in 9mm right now for $400. I even saw it for $380. This thing handles recoil like an absolute beast as well. Although what it has a little bit better on is, or better than the XD9 Subcompact, is that trigger. The trigger is flat face and just a much better trigger, like much better. Awesome serrations. I know the firearm's different looking, but I think it looks really cool. I think it sort of looks like a raptor or like a T-Rex. Comes with a rail, 3.8-inch barrel. Once again, that U-notch sight. This one is a fiber optic front. I love this sight picture. I love that sight setup. Super easy to shoot. Now there are changeable back straps. I like this back strap the best. The texturing looks different, but it's actually pretty good. Comes with a mag well. You can take it off, but I like it for locking my 2 fingers in there. I have no problem shooting with 2 fingers, but your pinky actually sits either here or underneath really well. I keep it right here, no pinching or anything, and you're still getting 3-finger contact, and these 2 fingers are locked in. So it really helps with recoil. One of the best handguns I own, to be honest. I love the XDM Elite. It's a little heavier, but once again, it really handles that recoil. The finish is great on it. And also, you can get a 35-round mag. So 35 plus 1 in an XDM Elite, this small, 35 rounds, and it runs 100% reliable. Me shooting that setup is up on the channel in a video if you want to watch it. Now the XDS in 45. This has actually been my go-to backup. My go-to pocket pistol lately. I throw in the 5-round flush mag, not the one with the pinky extension. But this is a 6-round mag. You can get 3-finger contact, so it's 6 plus 1 of 45. And this thing, once again, U-notch rear sight, white front dot, which I don't like the best, but if I could swap it out to a tritium front sight, it'd be an awesome setup. Texturing is great. This is so ergonomic, it's not even funny. It fits my hand like a glove. The trigger is not the greatest, but it is actually a very easy firearm to shoot. Once again, this is optics ready, just like the XDM Elite. So I could throw an optic on it. I don't really want to, though, because it's meant to be small and easy to conceal. But what I love about this thing is when I take it to the range, I shoot this better than a lot of my 9mm. Fast, very little recoil. It's only a 3.3-inch barrel, a single stack, very small, sort of like a Glock 43, sort of like a Shield in size. But it handles recoil like a champ. It's amazing. And so to have that power with great Underwood Extreme Defender rounds to add some speed, also a solid projectile, is unbelievable. An amazing setup. I don't know why people will talk down on it. I love power out of small firearms because sometimes you just want something light, but you also want to know you have that power with you, and this is one of those firearms. Like I said, I shot it better than my Glock 26 last weekend. I kid you not. I shot my Masada Slim the best, then this, then my Glock 26, then I think my Stoeger Subcompact, then my FN Reflex, then my Canik MC9. That was the order in which I shot the best that day. Last but not least, the Springfield Army Hellcat Pro. I tell everyone, get a Hellcat Pro. This is a great beginner pistol because of its size. It's somewhere in between a Glock 19 and the original Hellcat. It has 15-round capacity. They also make the 17-round mags for it. Optics ready, comes with a rail, comes with night sights right out of the box, and I got the gear up package. So it was 5 magazines, a range bag, and this pistol with night sights on it for $520. You know, everything you need, all you need is a holster and you're ready to carry. Once again, this has the double feed ramps in it. You can take the slide off and put it on the original Hellcat, and it even has a dust cover on that guide rod. So you can literally make a long slide Hellcat, which is amazing, but still be able to chop it down to an 11-round mag if you want. But just the overall magazine capacity for its size is amazing, and it is much less snappy than the original Hellcat. The Hellcat Pro really is that. It is a pro handgun. You can use this as home defense, throw a light on it, you know, a TLR7 sub with the 17-round mag, and you have an awesome, reliable home defense firearm. My Hellcat Pro has been flawless so far. It's been a great shooter. The finish is great on it. Has everything you want in a carry firearm. I like it better than my SIG P365 XL. I like it better than the Masada Slim. I like it better than a lot of these firearms out here, and it's just gonna eat everything and spit it out like the other Hellcat or HS products. So the question is, should we hate on HS Produkt? No, we shouldn't. They make a good, reliable firearm that's going to go bang every time. And what do you need to defend yourself and to make it home to your kids and your family? A reliable firearm that's going to go bang every time. So this is one of those firearms I really get into. Love the texturing on it. I just take pride in my Hellcats and my Hellcat Pros and my Springfields. I take pride in the fact that they're reliable. I take pride in the fact that I could pick any one of them up, load it up, and trust it with my life. So is there anything more than that? No, there's not. Quit complaining about HS Produkt. Quit complaining about how much they're made for. They're amazing handguns that do what they're supposed to. Thanks for watching, guys.